Go back.
So well stated, and I have found that to certainly be true, because people many times stay stuck and stay paired for all of the wrong reasons. And we're going to get off into that in just a moment, and we're going to go deeper, and I believe it's really going to bless a lot of people. But right before we get into that, Apostle Alexander, I want you to think about something. Last week, we talked about another euphemism that was titled breadcrumbing. That's another one for you, RG3. Breadcrumbing is one of these relationship complicationships where people give you minimum attention just to keep you interested, string you along, but not really committed. And there are those that are out there, particularly in this generation Alpha, Generation Z, that's settling for breadcrumbing because they've already told themselves, I don't want to be married anyway, because I've not seen any real marriages. I've seen too many people divorce. My parents are not happy. My siblings are not happy, etc., etc. And so now they're finding themselves succumbing once again to this hookup culture. They're finding themselves succumbing to this friends with benefits type complication or situationship. They're finding themselves succumbing to the breadcrumbing, just taking whatever that they can get because they fear being alone. I think you tapped on it, RG3. Lillard, you tapped on it as well, that many times the reason you're settling for anything and anyone is because you've never really gotten to know yourself. You've never really developed a relationship with yourself because you've never been single. And we live in a society that frowns on being single, when the reality is single does not mean incomplete. Single means a solitary single unit. And the reality is you better be single before you get married, which means you better know who you are, because marriage is not about two incomplete people making each other complete. And I know we often say that person completed me. Well, if it did, y'all in trouble. You got to be whole when you come into the relationship, and it's two people merged together, forged together to be made one. But Apostle Alexander, what type of long-term impact